Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is another episode of Watercoloring with Andrea Nelson Art here on YouTube. I'm using the hashtag Watercolor Wednesday because why not? Why am I moving my tea over there? That feels weird. We're all a bit discombobulated, but that's fine. It'll all work itself out. So today we are only working on this side. Super exciting. Here. Just need a clip. We're chucking along. We have started this project here. We're moving. I might have to make another book at some point. Though somebody is probably out there saying, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay. So, as per usual, I have the instructions written down for what she needs, what she would like to do. So, step one, with a pencil, lightly draw. And I'm just doing this for about scale. So, she suggests drawing a rectangle. And we are drawing a coffee cup. And then we're drawing another rectangle, which is like the sleeve. And then we're drawing another, which is the top of the cup. Oops. It's okay. There. Kind of want to make, just don't worry. We're not going to worry. We're going to follow the instructions. That's what we should do. Then we do the lid, which is another rectangle. And how big these rectangles are and how they sort of line up to each other is kind of important because you kind of want to have the scale of a coffee cup with what is this? This is the holder hand holder thing. Sleeve, wow. And then we do nope, it's this way. Like a little trapezoid there. Okay. There. I am going to let it be. Oh, and a heart. She's created a pun that is basically, I love you a latte. Ha 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 ha. Okay, and then you erase some of it. She has a special kind of eraser that she has, like a, not a school kid eraser, but a putty eraser. Okay. So we can still kind of see it for guidance. Where's the top of the sleeve here? Okay. And I am using these paints today, which are the beam paints. I would like, and maybe a project for this week, I need a hunk of board. I need a drill bit that says, wide as this, and an ability to then put it inside there, because it makes me bonkers not having this stable. So, I suppose we could crunch this in. Oh, yes, we can. There we are. So, see, it doesn't rattle now, and I have some stability. Okay, watercolor paints. I have 3. I have brown for the sleeve, red for the cup and the heart, and then as light a blue as possible for the top, the shadow, and then there's steam or something that comes out of the top. Here we are, watercolor paints. I forgot my little mat. I'll be right back. It's not so much a mat as it is a rag. There we are. Okay. Step 1, we've got to 2, lightly erase, paint red. Next, paint red. Paint red, and she said leave sort of a little bit of a unpainted side on the right, which I think is going to be it's supposed to be a highlight. Okay, that's kind of freaking me out. She called this basically just coloring in with paint. Okay. And now we do the heart. There's a little dot right there of red, and I'm going to leave that be, because if I fix it, I have this sense that I am going to just I'm going to make it worse, not better. So it's on that side, okay? Oops, careful. And I think it's fair ball to come back and make that side a bit darker. Okay, there we are. We're good for that. We're good for that. Okay. Next, we've got to do the brune. Oh yeah, okay, it's not too bad. Brown. And the brown doesn't need a highlight because it's paper. This looks like chocolate milk. I think it's okay for this paint to, the rectangle to be just a bit bigger than the red, because the sleeve actually physically is over top of the red. And there's a gap. This is a light brown. I did not expect when I started this year, in terms of exploring things, that I would spend so much time playing around with ink and watercolor, even though that was sort of basically the plan. And I am regularly fascinated by the incredible variety of color that exists even within a type. So this is a pale brown, and it has certain qualities to it. And I just didn't think that, I just thought it's like a crayon, right? It's like a crayon is a crayon is a crayon. But even that probably isn't true. Anyways, that's my point. This white bit is probably going to be covered up by pen. We can do what we can. Okay, so far so good. That's a harsh color. That's probably not going to make it better. Okay, we'll see what happens to that. Okay, now blue. The blue is supposed to be really light. So it's not even, you can see it, but you can't see it. It would read white. So I think what I need to do is just take a lot of extra water and water that down. That's my plan. She also does a shadow. Okay. There. And then she did something really fancy. She did a steam swirl. Okay. What did she do? She just kind of like an S, kind of in the center. Whoops. Kind of like that. Ish. if you want to suck up the water in the paint, use like something dry that's going to absorb water. So basically you're transferring water that's in your brush to the rag, and then you're just tracing along where there's lots of water, and the water is going to flow into the brush. Okay, that's what we would call overworked, I think, in the business. If I just keep clumping around in it. Okay, so that's pretty good. So far, so good. Okay. I need to do a little bit of a blow dry, so I will be right back. Okay, now I need a next piece of equipment is a thin black marker, which I have one over here. Hi, Gracie. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, and so what do we want to do now? We want to do some outlining. What did she say to do? Okay, a lot of work here. So one of her pieces of advice is, unlike earlier pages where we were sort of being very definite about the line, this line needs to be sort of light and scruffy, I guess. So that it's there, but not there. I don't know what that means. That heart turned out better than I expected. Yay me. Okay, I'm gonna do the top here. There. 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 Skippy, I think, is another word she used for the ink. So we're doing the lines now for the corrugated. I'm jumping ahead because it'll be easier for me to sort of make the lines go straight up and down. Oops. Okay, and then she did the corner. Oh, okay, all right. I made notes. So we're making sort of the shadows on this side of the cup. There. There. And that's a coffee cup. Oh, I know what I need to do. I'm not dating any of these, and I think I should, at least by the month and the year. There. So that's it. That's page 7. It turned out better than I expected. No major flaws. I don't like that little bit that's there, but we will take the glory of the rest of it being generally okay and go with that. All right, so there we are. That is page 7 of watercoloring with @Andrea Nelson Art. As always, thanks so much for keeping me company. Please stay out of trouble. Take very good care of yourself. Love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.